What's good, everybody out there on YouTube? This is your man Hastags dropping some hot fraga on this mic, and today we're going to be talking about Sonic Frontiers, more specifically the idea that multiple characters from the series could return and we could see them in the game, which some people may say, oh, why that's not that big of a deal. But prior to Sonic Forces, really, we hadn't seen any characters return to play any type of major role within the stories. And even within Sonic Forces, many of them kinda were just there as a part of the whole, as a part of the resistance, not really serving any function, at least within the game, that felt important to the game's plot. Yes, I get it, Knuckles was a commander, Amy was this, so on and so forth, but it never really felt like they contributed a ton to the story. We went and busted out Sonic, and that was basically it. Sonic was taking the reins from there. But this all starts with the Sonic Frontiers trailer dropping at the Game Awards. We saw it, it was beautiful, it was amazing, but we heard a little ghost girl voice near the end of the trailer, which many people couldn't chalk up who it was, mostly because it was heavily filtered, and on top of that, very quiet. But because of the closed caption, specifically on the Japanese and the Xbox pages for those trailers, calling it Amy, many people came to the conclusion that this is Amy. I mean, official sources are calling this Amy. And then on top of that, we had Junichi Kanemaru actually confirm it on his Twitter that it was Amy. And this actually really does line up with a lot of rumors and leaks for the game based off of people saying they've played tested the game, saying there is a ghost girl in the game talking to you and they don't know who that ghost girl is. They just say a ghost girl speaks to you in the game. Now, what I suspect is, before we go and talk about the multiple characters involved in the story, is that this either is a Breath of the Wild case or Sonic is in a virtual world. The reason I say Sonic is in a virtual world, based off of many other leaks and even just some of the stuff in the trailers, there seems to be something digital involved based off of the effects or based off of what people have said in leaks about the game, saying that you go to cyberspace levels, which I think is pretty sick. This is possibly just a digital world that Eggman maybe put up as a front, but maybe this has effects on the real world and Sonic has to travel in between both this real world and this digital world. Maybe the digital world and the real world are colliding like it's the Digimon movie. Who knows? But I just think it's really cool that we get to see some cyberspace action from Sonic, because I really like the concept of like the null void or whatever from Sonic Forces. I don't remember. Null space. I said null void. That's Ben 10. That's Ben 10. Wrong world. Wrong series. But I really like the concept of null space. And I really wanted to see them expand on it, but they really did nothing with it at all. And that's what really sucks about Sonic Forces. A lot of tell, don't show. Overall, though, I hope they really expand on this. Maybe it's not even a digital world. Maybe it's like Breath of the Wild, where Amy is kind of fitting the role of Zelda. I mean, not in the same way, but you know what I mean. As a voice to guide Link, or in this case, Sonic. It's obvious that this game is heavily inspired by Breath of the Wild. Many people are saying, I'm tired of you comparing this game to Breath of the Wild. And they say this as the trailer goes on to repeat the Breath of the Wild trailer beat by beat. Like, I'm telling you, every open world game since the announcement of Breath of the Wild as Breath of the Wild, with the shot of Link looking from the back, every open world game is doing that. And it's because Breath of the Wild has left that much impact. You just have to live with that. But, you know, not to get too off track, I think that because of this, other characters will be involved. Maybe this cyberspace concept is, you know, that they have to get other characters involved. This is, you know, a dimension or universal level conflict that they need to resolve. And based off of what social media head Justin Thurman has said, the cast for Sonic the Hedgehog is return all the voice actors. He says here, one big thing I should mention: the entire voice cast is returning. We've got Roger as Sonic, we've got Colleen as Tails, everybody's come back. Cindy as Amy. Amy's voice is actually what you heard in the trailer, confirming that, again, what we heard in the trailer was Amy. Don't want to leave any, you know, loose threads. I know some people online were a little confused by that, but it's confirmed from me. That's Amy. So all of the gang is back. They sound amazing. Everybody is bringing their A game on this one. which has me extremely excited. Because one of the biggest criticisms, especially of, say for instance, a Roger Craig Smith, someone who is an extremely well-versed voice actor and respected individual in the voice acting scene, gets slammed on by Sonic fans, and I've never really understood this. I mean, the more I listen to him, he's become the ideal image of Sonic in my head voice, especially after watching things like Sonic, you know, Colors, Rise of the Wisp. People say, oh, Roger just needs better voice direction. I don't even think it's voice direction. I think it's just he gets a garbage script and basically he does the best that he can. Enough of that little rant. But if a sizable amount of the voice cast is returning, or all of them are returning, I hope to see a lot more, I guess, of the cast involved, in the sense that I want to see a lot more characters return. I'm tired of Sonic Team listening to the critics on this front, because it's been very apparent that critics of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise hate all the other Sonic characters. I don't know why. It makes no sense to me. They see Shadow the Hedgehog and their head just starts to explode. I don't know why. Silver the Hedgehog pisses them off. I don't know why. SPL the Chameleon makes their heads explode. I don't know why. Ironically, a lot of the secondary characters or side characters in Sonic games typically tend to be a lot less annoying than Sonic himself. But I didn't say that. I did just say that. I just wish Sonic Team would use the characters there, create a compelling story with them. I don't want it to be like Forces, where it feels like they were just tossed in last minute, basically to get some brownie point. I want them to be used legitimately in the story and have purpose. But I don't know. How do you feel about this in that comment section down below? Do you think we could see a myriad of characters, you know, return to the series? I think so. And I'd like to see more than just, you know, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. I'd like to see a Shadow. I'd like to see a Silver, a Rouge, you know, Omega, Vector, Charmy, Espio, Blaze, Silver. Maybe even some of the comic characters. I think that'd be extremely exciting. But hey guys, that's it for me. This has been your man, Hastags. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Share this out with your friends. Remember, Hafaraga turns to Cold Blazaga. Make sure you check out some of my other videos. Peace. Have a good one.